What a first exciting night to kick off the season. It's always those first games where, your team's coming together and it's the first time in the stew. And, I thought Maryland Eastern Shore came out with great intensity. And, obviously we were a little bit, feeling that in the first half. But I thought Mary did an excellent job just talking the team and settling us through. I think her leadership really came through. And as I said after the game, she's earned every one of those 1,000 points. She's in early morning workouts. She has an incredible work ethic. So that same work ethic shows up in the classroom. It's why she graduated early. It's a tremendous player and has done so much for our program. So excited to see her get that tonight. For us, it's continuing to build. I thought, Deja and Pat, our two freshmen, they're coming in and playing hard and playing the way that we want. And, some of the things that we will go back and look at in film and get better. And we know, hey, heading in Toronto, going to play Villanova, and our schedule keeps going from here.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. What was the message to your team at halftime? It pretty much was a spark. What was the spark in the third quarter?
I think we talked, and this has been our piece. We're building with 10 new players, and you're trying to get into that connection and that flow on offense. And in our turnovers, we're putting a lot of pressure on our defense. And so, we needed to settle down and work a little bit harder through some of their pressure and be able to get the shots that we wanted. And, we just emphasized, hey, we want to go in with the game plan of making Maryland Eastern Shore shoot contested outside shots, and we had to do a better job of protecting the paint. I thought the team really responded to it.
Mariana, congratulations, 1,000-point milestone. Just how does that feel to get to this level at this point in your season?
I mean, honestly, it's amazing. I kind of knew I was close, but then once the game started, I forgot. So I think it was funny as soon as the game ended. I was like, oh shoot, I'm at 1,000. It was a great milestone, and I think it just meant more that I scored all 1,000 at VCU. I like finishing what I started, so I think it just meant more that I scored it with the people I love, the people that saw me through my freshman year till now. So I think it just means a lot to me, and I'm happy that I get to continue the season.
And Coach, you had 29 points off the bench, solid contributions by Soraya and company. Just talk about the production on the bench today.
Yeah, I give Soraya a lot of credit. She's coming off of an injury that's kept her out, over a month now, and this was her first, this first question I had for their trainer today was, hey, is she on a minute restriction? And he was like, nope, she's full go. And, she came in, and I thought she was, had been building quite a bit this summer and working hard, and, then a little bit of that setback with the injury, but she jumped back in, and, it's great to have her back on the floor. I think she brings a quickness and an intensity to our defense that we love. It was a big response for her. I was really impressed. It's hard to do when you've been out that long.
And, Coach, at the end of the third quarter, you had a 16-0 run. Obviously, we had that fire drill.
Obviously. Obviously.
Kind of focus and kind of get back into the frame.
I think it's never happened in my 27 years of coaching that we've had a stoppage in play for a fire alarm or any reason. And I give a lot of credit to our MSC, our event staff, and VCU's facilities and administration because, they handled it professionally. They, evacuated the building. They made sure everybody was safe. And, it is a game, right? It is a game, and we want to make sure that our fans and both teams are okay before you get to go back and play. And, it's always, what I said to them is it's not what happens, it's how we respond. And it was almost the same talk that we had at halftime. Listen, we've got to respond, and we get a choice to that. And so I thought our focus and all of that was getting there. It's hard to do. That was a long break. It's a hard thing to do. But just impressed that these guys stuck with it, and it was a challenge that we had to overcome tonight.
Any other questions? You guys switched to the 1-3-1 a little bit into the third quarter. That kind of helped spur on that offensive run that you guys went on. Is that something we're going to see more this season? What kind of led to that?
Yeah, great pickup. Yep, that was a big difference in the second half. We went to the zone, and a big piece of it was just to continue to protect the paint more. And, you know, I thought it was an adjustment that, you know, we were holding if we were going to need it. And the team executed really well, and I think it sparked us. We were able to rebound and force the outside shots.
Mariana, you played almost 38 of the 40 minutes. Are you even a little bit tired, or are you good to go?
I mean, I'm good to go. Like, yeah, obviously, like I've been training like the off season. I know my conditioning was like a big part coming into this season. So like, I was training with Coach Ian. I'm working with Chris, and I'm just like fueling my body like the proper way so that like I know I'm good to put up minutes on the court. So honestly, it felt like nothing. I was just out there.
Yeah, also, you definitely seem like a leader on the floor, you know, one of the longest tenured, if the longest tenured VCU Ram on this basketball team. What does that mean to you, like, to your teammates? How do you respond with them? Like, how are you developing chemistry and all that?
I would say I have a good relationship with everybody off the court, and I think that's where it starts, knowing that they trust me and respect me. Like, it means the world to me, knowing that, like, they put all their trust in me and knowing, like, whatever I say, they're just like, we gonna follow you no matter what. So I think it's really comforting to know that they got my back no matter what, and same goes for them. Like, no matter what they do, I may yell at them a couple of times, but they know it's out of, like, a place of love, and, like, we're trying to win a championship and we're trying to make a run in the NCAA tournament. Like, that's the goal, and everyone knows that. So we're just taking little steps, step by step, and eventually we're going to get there. But yeah.
Anything else? Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Safe travels.